In your mind.
Brilliant. I'm flabbergasted at how irresponsible you're being, even contemplating having a discussion with regards. Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe you're even having a discussion with regards to whether we should be justifying people sitting on commons,
no, I'm not. I'm saying they categorically shouldn't be doing that, but there is sufficient confusion out there that we need to help them understand why they shouldn't be doing that.
I mean, you're stimulating conversation that could be, could justify people actually going out sunbathing on commons. I mean, what planet?
So when I say you absolutely shouldn't be going out and sunbathing, in your little ears, that comes across as encouraging them to do so.
You are, absolutely. I mean, it's quite simple.
Okay.
If you haven't
talk me through the look. So if I say don't jump off a bridge, you'd go and jump off a bridge, would you?
How is that in any way relevant to this conversation?
Well, I'm saying don't go and sunbathe. People clearly aren't getting that message clearly enough. This programme is designed to clarify the message, to make sure that more and more people stop behaving in that way. And you're hearing an exhortation to go out and do the opposite. I suspect the problem is with you. So did you go outdoors this weekend?
Did I go outdoors this weekend? No, I didn't. No.
Not at all?
No, not at all. I played a bit of tennis at home, but no, I didn't.
You played a bit of tennis. You played a bit of tennis at home.
Yeah, I hit a tennis ball. I did some workouts in my living room, which I think I'm very lucky to have the outdoor space. But before this,
what advice? How would you explain to somebody? I've said I'm not going to have a scrap with anyone today, and I'm not. I think you're talking utter twaddle, but that's your prerogative. If somebody went out this weekend and decided to do some yoga in the park or to sunbathe, they've clearly got the message wrong. How would you help clarify that message for them so that next weekend or later today they don't behave in the same way? What is it that you think would make it easier? Let me finish, please. What would make it easier to grasp for them that they currently can't grasp?
It's tough luck, I'm afraid. If you haven't got.
I'm looking. Yes, but why? They need to understand why, George. Could you explain why to them logically?
We've got a virus sweeping the nation that is killing people at
unprecedented rates. I'm going to be quite sweeping and suggest they probably already know that. So the bit where you explain to them why their individual behaviour has an impact upon that nationwide phenomenon you've just described, the bit they're not currently seeing clearly enough, how would you explain it to them to make it more clear?
Well, I think the problem is when people hear stay at home, save lives, it doesn't resonate with them personally until they actually have a family member or a friend or someone.
Yes. So the point of the program today is to find ways to make it resonate with them personally. So how would you do that? I would
increase lockdown. I would say, unfortunately.
No. That doesn't help people understand things, does it? That simply gives more orders.
You don't need to be a rocket scientist to work it out.
Go on then.
Stay at home. Well, no, it's quite clear. Stay at home.
That's good.
Life.
So explain it then. Why does staying at home save a life? Yes. Okay. So last chance.
You're justifying people going out. That's what you're trying to do.
No, George, you have completely got the wrong end of the stick, but that's fine because we're talking about people who need help understanding the issues, and you've reminded us that there are many other issues that people also need help understanding. So somebody who doesn't yet fully understand why staying in a park several metres away from anybody else and sunbathing, for example, compromises the entire country potentially, could you just in a couple of sentences explain to them what they're missing but which you apparently can see so clearly?
I mean, James, I don't think I need to explain it. You're living with your head in the sand if you can't see the reasons why going to a park, sunbathing...
George, you can just admit that you haven't got a clue. You can just admit you haven't got a clue.
It's quite simple, James. We all know.
Go on then. 2 sentences.
James, I'm not a scientist. I can't give you.
You surprise me, George. 2 sentences. Just explain to people, because we're not talking about you. We're talking about people who don't quite get it yet, and we're trying to help them. So in 2 sentences, the relationship between Jono over there having a bit of a sunbathe in the park at the weekend and the national health security issue. Give them what it is they need to understand what they're currently missing.
Well, I think that if they can't get their head around what is going on currently and why they shouldn't be in parks,
tell them. No one said they shouldn't be in parks, George. Nobody has said they shouldn't be. George, you have to talk about things that are true, otherwise you're wasting everybody's time. Nobody has said that they shouldn't be in parks. They've been told they can be in parks to do their exercise every day, but they shouldn't linger or sunbathe or behave in certain ways in parks. So my fear is that people don't fully understand the nuances and the distinctions. You unintentionally are proving that much more powerfully than I've managed to do.